All right, this is Cruising the Land. I want to share you this comparison video between the OuTask light, their small light, and the LightRanger right here, Mini 800. I love both these products. They're both amazing, so I can't tell you which one wins over the other, but I'll give you all the details to see which one works better in your case scenario. So let's first look at how I got them. And this is not an unboxing. I can't stand unboxing videos because it's like Christmas time watching your sibling getting a cool present that they're opening and you're not. But this is the box for the LightRanger 800. It came like that, and it comes with this light inside and this cool carry bag. Not the, it's a nice bag. It's something to put your light in when you're packing it away. But let's just keep the meat of the product. So that's the light. The OuTask also came in a box, but that's kind of secondary. That didn't matter because it came in this nice box. So you can store your OuTask light when you're not using it, if you like, inside a drawer system like this. So let's put that aside and let's look at the meat of the matter. So side by side, you can see not exactly the same size. 10 inches for the OuTask, 16 inches with the light on top, which you could remove for maybe tighter storage. This is thicker, this is thinner. So let's first look at the tripod. The tripod on the LightRanger takes a bit of time to open. So you basically gotta split the legs here, and you're gonna need two hands and be careful because you can break it. And I pre-loosen this, so that loosens up. And then there's your tripod. The light, one button, it goes on quick, right? It's got 4 corners. You can, let me see. There we go. You can click it where only 2 sides go on and 2 sides are not on if you just want directional light, and it's going to last longer. You can also dim it. So by holding the button down, it'll go through a dim cycle. You got to basically time it where, okay, there we go. It's kind of low. That is the LightRanger. When it's at full, it's at 800 lumens. The battery is 5,000 mAhs, right? So keep that in mind because this light, although it's not 800 like the LightRanger, it's 500 lumens at its brightest, but it is a 12,000 mAh, so it's 2.5 times more battery power. So isn't that strange? That one's brighter, but this one has more battery, like double, over double. So what I do like about this light is one button press deployment. So remember how long it took me to open that one up? That one was quick. So if you're all about speed, that one's faster. Now this one will extend to, and I'll take my camera away in a second to show you, that'll go up to 54 inches high. That'll go to 36. But in my book, these are mini tripods. These are small lights to put on your barbecue table, if you're playing cards while camping, little side table light, a light inside your tent, your rooftop tent, where you don't want it to be 2,000 lumens, 4,000 lumens. You just need 3, 4, 500. So 800 is a lot. It could be pretty bright, but you can dim it down. So let's look at how the OuTask light works. You have to long hold this button. So remember the LightRanger lit up quick. That one you have to long hold, and then you can toggle the brightness. So that's 500 lumens. So plenty of light, pretty much all you need when you're camping, cooking, having that full light. Now, the magnetic, I wanted to share this with you. I bought for about 10 bucks a magnetic carabiner, so you can hang this or stick it up on the tailgate of your vehicle. Whereas no magnet on this one, but there's magnets underneath on the feet. So this can actually go on the side of your car. And I'll show you that in a second when we take my camera off the tripod. So that's pretty cool. You have to buy the magnetic accessory with the LightRanger. It comes with this. Now, both of them are going to be plastic legs, but underneath this is metal, so it's pretty sturdy, right? And to close it, pretty much slide it up like so, and it's closed. Deploy, press the button, voila. This one, slide it back up, but always be careful with this tripod. It is all plastic except for the pole is metal, right? And then close it. So what about when weather comes? That's kind of interesting. This is the IPX6 That's IPX7. What's the difference? Oh, 6 or 7, so this is just a little, the 7 is a little better? No, it's a lot better actually. IP6, which is the LightRanger Mini 800, means you can spray water, a jet spray, for about 3 minutes. IP6, you could do that obviously, but you can drop it in a river or in water up to a meter for 30 minutes. That's a big difference. So that tells me this is waterproof and this is more water resistant. So you can have this in the rain, you're going to be okay. You could have this fall in water. I've seen videos where people are chipping this out of ice. You know, they let it freeze in water in cold conditions. So there's the difference. But when you're camping, are you really dropping stuff in the lake? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Now, kind of some cool things with the OuTask is, check it out. They're showing you here. I'll show you this myself, where you can put it on your car, throw it in your backpack like so, which you could do with the LightRanger as well. So some cool ways to use it. But check out the swivel head. So there's a swivel head on this. So let's say I closed it up like so. Closed it up. This is now a flashlight. It's a pretty big flashlight, but still, it could act as a flashlight as well. And then this, you can always change the angle, so you can have it pointing out. Where the advantage with the LightRanger, it's light on all 4 corners, kind of spreading out. And they say when you have it as tall as, you know, at the 54 inches height, you're getting about 40 feet, which we'll look at that in a second as it gets darker where I'm at. Where I don't think at 36 inches, this is going to really give you that much span. Again, these are mini lights. I call, you know, like a poker table light, barbecue, camping table light. And your tent, or if you're camping inside your vehicle like this one, it's perfect, you know, cool little light. Now, how long are they going to last? Remember, this is 500 versus 800 lumens. If you have this one on the lowest lumens, they say it's going to last about the dimmest, which means 2 lights, not all 4. It's going to last for 30 hours. Okay, that's going to last all night. That's going to last you for a couple days before having to recharge it. The OuTask, it lasts at their dimmest, which they say is 40 lumens, 65 hours, so twice as long, because that battery's bigger. If you have it at 250 lumens, so about at half its power, because there's those toggle switches. I don't think I showed you that. Hang on. So you can toggle between lowest, which is 40, 250 lumens, and 500 lumens. And you can see between 250 and 500 lumens, there's not a huge difference. Light is light, right? So when you really compare 500 to 800, it's marginally brighter, marginally. Okay, so at the mid-range, 250 lumens, it's going to last for 17 hours and give you 3 hours on low as backup. It's kind of like a safety built in, so you can't run it at medium or high until it dies. When it knows it's getting low, it'll go to the lowest lumens to still give you light. And if you put it at its brightest, it's going to give you 6.5 hours. Remember, that was 3 at its brightest. 6.5 hours, because it's got the 12,000 mAhs, and it'll do 7 hours after that at the low at the low lumens rather. So it'll be 500 lumens for 6.5 hours, and then still have reserve 7 hours at the 40 lumens, so you still have light. All right, so that's pretty cool when you look at that. Now, price-wise, let's talk about price, and then I'll show you this when it gets darker, you know, at full extension and all. Price-wise, the OuTask, this model, which you can get it in a few different colors. Let me share that with you. That one we're looking at is the blue dot there, desert yellow. You can get an army green or light gray, or they have a commemorative. They only made 6,500 in this translucent black. I'm not going to open that up. I'm going to do a standalone video of just this light. Okay, so I'll put it in the description. I'll do a standalone video talking just about the OuTask, not comparing it to the LightRanger, again, because I like both these lights. Now on the, so price-wise, yeah, the base model, not that special black one, translucent one, is typically $199. I know that's pricey, but they put it on sale. Sorry, $179 I should say, and they put it on sale for $149. So that's a pretty good deal, $149, and I will put a coupon in the description below that'll save you an extra 15 bucks. So you can get this for $134. If you got the special edition one, which all it is that black translucent. It's not more battery power, it's not brighter, it's no different. It's just black and cool. So you're paying a $30 premium for the black one, an extra 30 bucks. So basically 134 for those three different colors: Desert Tan, Army Green, and the gray. On the mini LightRanger, it's actually cheaper. It is $99. So you're looking at 35 bucks less, 99 bucks, and I've got a coupon to save you 10%. But wait, there's something we didn't talk about. One of the features of this light, and I'm gonna put it towards the camera a bit so you can see. If you double click, look at that. It is now less Ks, you know, like this is like a 5,000, this is a 3,000, so it becomes yellow for, you know, not that bright white type of look. Another feature, double click it again. If you're a Boy Scout, you'll recognize this Morse code. That's SOS. So dip, 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 dot, 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 dip, 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 right? So that's an SOS built in, which is pretty cool. Double click again, and I toggle back to the white light. Now on the Devos, you have white light. If you want to have an amber light, you can buy these for 20 bucks. So that adds to the 99. Now it's 120. So you get a orange one or amber, and you get a red. So that's a kit you can buy. And remember, I paid an extra 10 bucks for the up top, that carabiner, that magnetic carabiner. So now I'm at the same price once you buy the magnet to put it in different places, when you take it off the tripod, and when you get the lenses. So they effectively are the same price, but 10% off and 15 bucks off. Ultimately, you'll be in at 134 on this, and if you got everything for this one, you're at 135 minus 10%, so 125, about a $10 difference between the two. So you just decide which one you prefer. So let me grab my camera off the tripod. Okay, there we go. So pretty cool. Let me show you this before we do the full extension. Let's say you had a flat tire. So you can come up to your car here, like so, and look, that magnet is sticking on. It's not crazy magnetic. I mean, it's holding, but you couldn't drive off. That thing would fly off at 40 miles an hour. But I say that because it's not gonna damage your paint. And then you could angle this, and look, I'm getting light on my tire. So that's pretty cool. And just pull it off. And that's these little magnets right there. Some rare earths, whatever you want to call it. So I will stretch this out in a second so we can have them side by side. No magnet on this one, but I did test this carabiner. This magnet is very powerful. Let's see where I've got metal up here. There we go. So it's very strong, and I feel you got to be careful when you pull it off any metal surface, especially if it's on your paint, so you don't scratch. Before I started the video, I tested it on my powder coated bumper right here, and it was stuck on so strong I couldn't get it off. I had to bring it up here and peel it off, and I did like some minor scuff there. So like I said, be careful. That is a powerful magnet. And you know, if you don't have a metal surface, then it's a carabiner too, if you got, you know, something to hook it to. There we go. All right, let me pause this thing a second, and I'll show you at full extension for both the telescopic rods here. Okay, so there they are. This is standing at 36 inches, and this is almost 50% more. Well, not 50% more, but a third more, 33% more. It's standing at 54 inches. So as you can see, the higher you are, the more light you're going to cast. But in my books, when you're talking about a mini light, I mean, again, how tall do you need to have it on your barbecue? Now, if there's bugs, the higher the better, because the bugs will be above your head if this is sitting on a table. But this is about waist height, and this is about chest height for me. Now, in the background, just to give you an idea, when you have a camping light that you want to keep the bugs away and you want 60, 80, 100 feet, well, then you do the higher end or the stronger lights of the LightRanger. So this is the 1200, that's the 2000 with a solar panel. Now prices go up obviously when you start to look at lights like this. And again, this light, too bright to be in your tent, you know, it's gonna be super bright. That's 1200 lumens, that's 2000 lumens. I have a whole other video on these two lights, so I'll put that in the description. And again, price starts going up compared to these mini versions. But look at that, they're pretty cool. I think when the sun goes down more, it's dusk now, so we'll be able to see the light, and I'll put them on the driveway so we can see how much light those each cast. While I'm waiting for it to get darker, here are the two lights. That's with the amber filter, and this is just double clicked built in where it's going to be, you know, that 3000K. So other things I wanted to mention, little things. This comes with three stakes that you put the hook through here and you can stake it to the ground. And these are reflectors. So safety, you know, when you have it closed up, that's going to reflect light. Whereas you cannot stake the mini to the ground. It's just a normal tripod, and there's no reflective properties on that. So that's an interesting thing. But also, if you were going in the way of the LightRanger, you could go buy a LightRanger 800, which has the same tripod, but not that 1200 lumen. It would have the same light as that, the 800. So, because there's a LightRanger 800 and a LightRanger Mini. So you would get this whole longer pole to put the 800 on, and it would be $119, right? And then separately, you could buy just the tripod, the mini tripod, for 39 bucks. So food for thought, like at 159 minus 10%, you could get ultimately the light on the taller pole and then buy the mini tripod separately and have two options. Now with OuTask, their specialty is just the mini light. This is what it is. They have not come out with a big camping light as of yet. You never know. So that's their focus. But for all intents and purposes, this is a video comparing the minis, right? I'll have a standalone video on this mini where I'll get into the 800 large, the 1200, you know, and when you might want to start getting a bigger light for a totally different purpose. But pretty cool, definitely awesome lights. And by the way, they both can charge devices. So if you're out camping and emergency purposes, your phone's getting low, you need power, you can use either to power your phone, but that's 12,000 versus 5,000. So this will juice up your phone a lot more, obviously. All right, it's getting dark, so we get to do our final test here. Okay, it's not pitch black outside, but this is enough to give you an idea of the light getting cast by the OuTask. This is, again, 36 inches, and I kind of placed the lights where one was losing light and the next one would pick it up. So, you know, it's giving us a great big circle here. Pretty darn good. We'll try it as a flashlight in a second, but that's kind of the light you're going to get. And that's at the brightest setting. Again, I don't think you're going to have it at the brightest setting if this is sitting at a table or you're playing cards or chilling out at night or by the campfire. I think for the most part, you're probably going to have it at the mid-range at 250 lumens because it's giving you plenty of light. If you're trying to chill, you're going to put it on the lowest. So here is the LightRanger. And again, that's at max and that's at max. So it just gives you an idea. 500, 800 lumens. Remember how I said it's not a huge difference? The number sounds like it's huge, but the actual light is not crazy huge. So this is casting quite a bit of light, but check it out. I'm going to extend the telescoping rod to the maximum height. And when we do that, the higher it goes, the more light it is casting. I think it's going out a little further. Again, look at the driveway, because that's kind of in the middle of the driveway. The light starts dissipating here, and over here, the light starts dissipating here. So it is giving you more light, more circumference of light. But again, if you're really looking for, setting up camp, you got a couple vehicles, you want a lot of light. Well, I've got the 1200 set up over here. Now that's putting out a lot of light. The 1200, they say, gives you about 60 feet, diameter, and the 2000 for the LightRanger gives you 80 feet, which is 2000 lumens. That goes up 9 feet, and the 2000 goes up as high as 10 feet. So there you have it. And again, you can put the filters on if you want different type of light, but that's how much light it's casting. Mini versus mini. Let me go try it as a flashlight now. Actually, I should show you how quickly this gets compacted down. So I just take my hand on top, push it all the way down, so voila, and then, sorry, I need two hands, collapse that. Oh, there's the reflective properties. That's pretty cool. And then the light, you just flip it around like so. So there's my flashlight. It's pretty good. Actually, it casts a pretty wide light. So it's not like a pinpointing flashlight, but it's, lighting up everything. So if you're taking a late night pee, or you're hiking, it's gotten dark and you need to get some light, this would be pretty trusty, pretty good. And look at that reflective properties. That's pretty cool. Actually, it's not only reflective, I think it's glow in the dark. Let me charge it up here for a second. Oh yeah, they're reflective and glow in the dark. Wow. Okay, you learn a new thing. I did not read up on that. I don't think they talked about that. That's pretty cool. Also in the packaging, it gave me red, yellow, and another white. So stickers that you can put on, or you can take those stickers and, I don't know, put it on some of your camping gear. All right, so flashlight. That one you can't really use as a flashlight. I guess you could carry it around like a lantern. But hopefully this helps you out and helps save you some money. 10% off using my code CTL10. I'll give you the link in the description. Or $15 off using my code CTL15. $15 off the OuTask, and CTL10, 10% off LightRanger. But I'll give you the link so you don't have to go digging around. You can just click it. It'll bring you right to the site, and I'll put those codes in the description. All right, pretty awesome. Two awesome lights. I couldn't choose. That's why I got them both. I think they're both awesome. All right. Thanks for tuning in. And soon I will have standalone, just talking about the LightRanger and just talking about the OuTask in separate videos. So subscribe. If you like camping gear, Land Cruisers, it's kind of what my channel is all about. Those are my passions, and just good quality gear that's going to last you. That's why I think the LightRanger Mini and the other ones are phenomenal. I have videos on those too. Put that in the description. And the OuTask that I just got and just been fiddling around with here lately has impressed me greatly. All right, cool. All right, happy trails. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.